In this video, we're going to look at various websites that you can use to find music that you can mix into your digital story. But before we get to some of these websites, it's very important that you review the information about different Creative Commons licenses, which we're going to refer to in this video, and which you should know about before you start searching for music. One thing that I also have to make sure that everybody understands is that if you buy a song on iTunes or Amazon Music or any other place online, and you pay 99 cents or $1.25 or whatever it is for a popular music song, that does not give you the right to use it in a digital story that could then be published on the web. Those licenses that go along with songs that you buy mean that you can use them for personal enjoyment, but not to share with other people. So it's very important that when you look for music that you're going to include in a digital story, that you look for music that has a Creative Commons license that allows you to use it freely without paying anything for it. So I have a list of websites that you can explore to find music, and we're just going to go through a few of them. The first one is, and they're listed in alphabetical order, not necessarily in order of preference, but CCMixter is one that is pretty popular. And for some of these websites, I should also mention that you will need an account. Not all of them, so we're going to see whether or not we need to. But let's take a look at the first one, CCMixter, and we'll click on the Get Started button. And it says that you can register, you can sign in if you have an account, you can register for a free account, or you can just click on Check Out the Music. On this one, let's just do this. So what we're going to see is we have three choices here. We're going to look at the first one, which is musicians post and share samples, acapella is free. No, actually we're not. We're going to go to CCMixter, discover free music for games, videos, podcasts, etc. So that's the one we want. We'll click Get Started there. It says you already have permission. 1 million pieces of music have been used. And we're going to go up here and look at the search tool. And we're going to type in piano instrumental. It's really better if you use instrumental music in a digital story, and I'm going to go ahead and click search on that, and then you'll see that you have a lot of things that show up with both a play button and a download button. You usually can't tell much from the name, so you're really going to have to just be patient and listen. So we're just going to pick one at random, Painting in the Sky, and I'm going to click the play button. Okay, I think I like that enough. Before I click the download button, I can click on the item itself, and I can see who the artist is, and I can see the type of Creative Commons license. This is a BYNC, and what that means is we need to use attribution to credit the artist, and NC means non-commercial use. So if we like this song, we can click on the download button, and it says that we can download it here. Again, it repeats the Creative Commons information. It also says to use this music, you're required to give credit to the musician, and it even gives you the text that you could use. You could just say copy to clipboard, and it's there, it's done, and you can paste that onto a text document or a Word document or a PowerPoint slide for use later in your digital story that you're going to create. So we're going to go ahead and close this, and let's make sure that things are downloading. And they're not, because I did something wrong. So I'm going to go back again, and this time, oh, I know what I did. I closed this before I clicked on the download button. So let's click the download button, and that actually, because of the way my web browser is configured, it just opens up and plays again. So if I do a save page as, then I'll see that I get an MP3 file, and you can see that I've already downloaded a bunch of other music. Let's go to copyright-free music. This is from CCMixter. I already have a folder here with that name, and I'll just click on that, download it, and it's being downloaded. And I navigate to the folder where I've created it, and there it is. Painting the Sky is the name of it. If I double click on it, I can play it, and then I can use it in my digital story. So it's pretty straightforward. CCMixter has a lot of different music, and so you can try that out. And it's pretty easy. It does not require a username and password. This next one, Free Music Archive, is one that I like a lot, but it's a really slow website, so you just have to be patient when you're using it. And it also has a pretty unintuitive web interface. So let's go up to, let's bring this down a little bit. Okay, I had to rearrange Windows a little bit to get that one to show up, but again, we're going to do, this time I'm just going to say piano, although I should probably spell it wrong. I already have piano instrumental there, so yeah, I'll just use piano instrumental, click go, and again, you have to be somewhat patient. You'll see that there are 129,142 tracks that are found, and again, you can't tell much by looking at them, so what you need to do is just click on one. We'll go to this one at the very bottom, click on that, and there it is, and I can download it. But before I do, I want to go ahead and click on the name of the artist and see what happens when I do that. And I see there's a whole page here. What I'm looking for is the licensing information to make sure this is what I want. And I see over here where it says license and more info. If I click on that, unfortunately, the website's acting pretty responsive while I'm doing this recording. It wasn't earlier today. But anyway, it's got a BY attribution designation and an SA share alike, which means that I can download and use any of these pieces of music as long as I agree that my digital story, if I use this music, can be shared as well. And so you can see how long each one of these pieces of music lasts. And I know that if let's say my story is 4 minutes and 10 seconds, then this would be a pretty good choice. So I can listen to it again to see if I like this one. I think I do, so I'll click download, and again it asks me where I want to save the file, and then that's pretty easy. So Free Music Archive is really a great site because all of the music on the site have some form of Creative Commons license, and most of those licenses are ones that you can use.